Hello and welcome to the Live Forecast video tutorial series. It's a compilation of tutorials covering everything from navigation to forecasting. In this video, we will be focusing on room forecasting. Forecasting for all departments at a property is done in the Live Forecast module, and here you choose the specific department you want to work in. The rooms forecast is usually completed first at a property as it flows into all the labor cockpits if it's the cost driver. A quick overview of what you can expect to see here: room nights, average room revenue, and revenue. These three then consist of last year displayed by same date or weekday, depending on the view setting you chose earlier, your submitted budget, your submitted monthly forecast. Then you have the on the book, which is imported every morning from your source system. Here you have the pickups, and here you can change the pickups on the segment level. Live forecast, this is the forecast you saved, which is in PMI. Then you have actual versus live forecast in percentage, and PMI prediction is activated. This is the forecast generated by PMI's algorithm, and a daily breakdown of the various segments. Everything above the red horizontal line is in the past, and if you hover over the live forecast, for example, you can see when it was last updated and what you ended up with. Here you see that the live forecast was 232 room nights and that you ended up with 207. So 98% of the live forecast for room nights was realized yesterday. Let's look at the daily routines. Enter rooms forecast department. Are you working in the correct month? Look at yesterday's room nights and revenue under live forecast. What did you end up with compared to with what was last saved? Hover over live forecast figures to see what you last saved, or look at the pickups to see the deviation. How did this affect your staffing abilities? Did you have enough receptionists at check-in, at check-out? We will now take a look at the view options, as it's very specific for rooms. Click on view options. Here you can choose between rooms or guests. Make sure rooms is ticked. Then which segment do you want to display? This is what it looks like if you choose that option. You can, however, click on the plus sign there by the date on the left hand side, and here you are able to see the segments as well. When looking at last year, choose to display by date or weekday. Here weekday is chosen. Forecast accuracy is ticked off here as well to see how accurate the live forecast is. So what live forecast is expected for the coming days and rest of the month? On the books figures are imported each morning. If you need to revise these, it's done in the pickup column. Add or subtract per day and or segment. The coming period accuracy is extremely important as it links the activity level to the operations side of things, and this typically would affect front office, housekeeping, and all other forecasting, since they are all, except meeting an event, set up with a revenue driver based on room nights. After revising, you will see the result in the live forecast column. Discuss with your financial controller or general manager if there are large deviations from the original forecast. Do not forget to also enter a rate so the total revenue is populated. Add comments to explain yesterday's outcome. If necessary, this aids next year's forecasting. Also, if an event or last-minute happening in your city has had an impact, comments are visible in the flash report, management perspective, and next year's live forecast. And don't forget to save. Let's look at the monthly routines. Update the pickups column for this month. Are there days that have too few or too many rooms? Adjust as needed. Update the daily figures for the upcoming 2 months. Do the same task by going through the daily figures and adjusting as needed. Now you are ready to submit your live forecast. Open up Tools. Choose to submit one or several. Choose the correct period. Make sure you submit to forecast and not budget or target. Here you can submit anything from 3 to 15 months. Tick the box for divisions you want to submit or for specific months. Then click on Submit. Now you will see that the forecast and the live forecast columns show the same figures. More information on the live forecast is found in the knowledge base article and video tutorial series. Thank you and take care.